Alright, welcome back. So last time we left off, I believe we did a little bit. We did the Gym 5 and Safari Zone, and I believe we did a little bit of the Fighting Dojo as well. So now we're actually gonna be doing Silph Co. Now I'll be honest, I did not go check which Hitmon I took in Pokemon Red, so we're not gonna go get them yet. Let me just check on my team. Okay, it's healed up. Yeah, I think the plan now is just... I put in the title that we're gonna be doing Silph Co and Gym 6. I actually want to do more. It'll depend on how much time we have. I'd like to get up to Gym 7. But Gym 7 does mean we have to get through the Pokémon Mansion, which might take us... might leave us out of time. Okay, we broke out of confusion, that's good. That is really good. I'm not sure how much longer we're gonna be using Executor. I'm not saying I'm gonna take them out of the team, just gonna put them more in the back, because we're gonna need all the Pokemon we can get for the league. That's a fact. But even in the league, I'm not sure how it's useful against Agatha and Bruno, but basically every Pokemon is. Could be useful against the Lance, purely because Psychic is just so powerful. Let me actually look. It's like, yeah, I've got some good team members, but should I be siphoning as much experience as possible to Blastoise? Should I be splitting it? Splitting it would probably be like the normal way to play. I suppose we'll see what happens. We'll see. We'll just go with the flow. Cubone. I don't have a Crest Up move, but I don't think I'm gonna need one on Executor. I don't think it's gonna be all that useful. Because if I need to take care of ground types or rock types, I've got Blastoise. And that's about it for stuff Grass is super effective. I could have used Psychic, yes. But I'm also trying to not go to the Poké Center right now. Trying to save some PP for the big fights. You're electric. How's Doug Trio? 35, that's not bad. That's actually better than I thought. Oh, we could just use Slash, but still. I'm safe than sorry. Okay, let's see here. I'll be honest, I think we're gonna be doing a bit of what we did in Pokemon Red, just fighting everyone. Because I do not remember what the path is. But if I do see that we're taking a long time, like more than half an hour, I will just look up. Because this is a second playthrough. So first playthroughs, I want to do them like cleanly. Like reading dialogue, doing puzzles and whatnot. Second playthroughs, I'm a bit more loose, I suppose. Like the objective is to not take 15 live streams to do the second playthrough. We're already taking a bit long, not too long. We're starting to get up there in numbers. I believe this is what, live stream 6? It's not too long, but I think that's mostly because we didn't spend 4 consecutive live streams in the Safari Zone. Which is something that has happened and will happen again later in the final part of the playthrough after Pokemon Yellow. That's a long ways away. Very long ways away, actually. Even if Pokemon Yellow also takes, what, 8? And even then, 8 is still a large number of live streams to finish. That's still 2 months. And I'd say we're about 1 or 2 more live streams besides this one away from finishing this game. So yeah, I'd say we're about 3 months, give or take, away from not finishing the playthrough, just finishing Pokemon Yellow. Because then we have to do the Living Dex part. And I'll be honest, I've got no idea how long that's gonna take. If I had to take a guess, I'd say that will probably take the majority of the summer. If not even the whole summer. You know, actually, if I schedule things quote-unquote correctly, I could probably finish the living decks on the 1-year anniversary of me starting the living decks, which would be funny. It would be funny. But I don't see that happening. Or at least I hope it doesn't happen, because it means I'm taking too long. Let's say I do. I am able to end the living decks, to finish the living decks by the end of summer, but by August. I could take the rest of August and the beginning of September off from playing Pokemon, like I did after I finished Pokemon Red, which, by the way, I am not planning on doing another break from Pokemon like I did with Pokemon Red, but after Blue or after Yellow. The main reason I did it was because Pokemon Red was taking too long, which hopefully will not happen. No, actually, I might take a bit, like 1 or 2 weeks off after Yellow, which is basically what I did this month. And that's fine. That why did I use Dig? Because I'm talking and not thinking. That's why. What was I saying? Oh yeah, taking a break. No plan for taking a break before finishing the living decks, but yeah. If I finish the living decks by August, then I'll take a break, and then maybe start Gen 2 at the 1-year anniversary of starting Gen 1. We'll have to see. And we'll have to see where Pokemon Stadium fits in there. Because I do want to try out Pokemon Stadium one of these days. I've only ever played it like multiplayer against friends. I've never actually done the stadiums themselves or the Gym Leader Castle. So I do want to look into that after I finish the living decks. Then Gen 2 will take as long as it has to take. It would probably be similar to how I played Gen 1. We'd have a first playthrough that's reading all the dialogue and then doing all, or at least as much stuff as I can. Still unsure if it's going to be gold or silver. Usually I'd prefer to do crystal, but third versions are separate enough that I think the third playthrough. But first playthrough, like reading all stuff, then second playthrough, be like this, just plowing, I hope, through the game and just talking. Then the third one, a bit more relaxed, somewhere in between those two, like not plowing the game, but also not reading and doing everything. But that is something that's a bit hard to think about when it's so far away. And I should have gone down, because there is stuff there. I believe that's stuff that I do. Maybe it's just a TM. Even if it's just a TM. Would still be useful. Yeah, getting back to the Gen 2 living decks, obviously, after, like, same thing, after I do the Gen 2 living decks, I do plan on doing Stadium 2, just like I plan on doing Stadium 1. Then after that, I don't know how long the break is going to be until Gen 3. Because Gen 3, if there's something that you have to know about doing a living dex in Gen 3, is that there's a lot of games. Especially the GameCube ones. Those will certainly be an experience, I have to say. Like, they will be games that I play and probably enjoy. Maybe, hopefully. Not sure, I've never played them, but I do like double battles. Like, my ideal Pokemon game is one that has you do double battles like a lot. So I think I'll enjoy playing Colosseum and XD, but I've never played them. And the opinions from people I've seen play are a bit like... Not divisive, but it's the kind of opinion that you're like, yeah, I'd have to play it myself to know. And I also have to actually learn how to do double battles. Because just because I say that's my ideal game, that doesn't mean I actually know how to do them well. Mostly because most of the games I play are normal battles. It would be cool, maybe as a side thing. Like, not related to the living dexes. To do like Emerald or Fire Red, but every battle is a double battle. That would be interesting. Maybe not as a live stream. That might get in the way of live streams. I still think about what kind of content I could do as videos instead of live streams. Obviously, whenever the living dex gets finished, there's absolutely going to be a video about that. Like a recap video. No, I'd have to see. Because I think I've only seen one person do living dexes. So it's like, I don't want to copy the video format. So I think I have to see other people do living dexes. Try and find my way of presenting that content. But then I could just do one-off videos, just record the playthrough and then do a voiceover. Like what Madrive Red or J-Rose do. I don't know. It's the kind of thing that I haven't given much thought since I started streaming. Because I've been a bit preoccupied with other stuff. And then, if all goes well, starting September I'm going to be even more preoccupied with even more important stuff. If all goes well, it will go well. There is absolutely no way that I don't get into my masters, like, of course. So, but the schedule when I get into my master's course, it will be a hard balancing act. Or maybe it won't be a hard balancing act. Maybe it will stay exactly the same as it is right now. I honestly have no idea. It's very difficult to tell. You know, I'd say I say to my friends and stuff that ideally I would stream at night, like post midnight. But the reason I don't do it is soundproofing. I don't have soundproofing, so I don't want to get in the way of anyone sleeping. But depending on what schedule I get with university, I'd either have to look into soundproofing or I'd have to do... No, I suppose it will depend on, yeah, what schedule I get. But that is still... Well, it's not half a year, it's less, but it's still half a year away. Technically 4 months, I suppose. We are at the tail end of April. But that's the thing, like... I don't want streaming to get in the way of my masters, but I also don't want my masters to get in the way of streaming. Which is something stupid to say, because I should focus on my masters. I don't know. I simply don't know. It would be cool to make a living out of streaming, and it would also be cool to make a living out of making games. But making a living out of both of them would be really damn sweet. And also pretty hard, so... We'll see what happens, but now... Back to this game. We have gotten the card key. We could go straight to the rival. Obviously we first have to go to the Poké Center because... like, the main guys we have to train are running out of PP and everything, so... Yeah, we could... What time is it? 20 minutes. We've been here 20 minutes. Yeah, that's not bad. I say we go to the Poké Center, then start making our way up. I don't remember correctly, but I believe we have to make our way to the 8th floor. I think that's the quickest way to the rival. Unsure. I should also check how much space I got left in the bag. Oh no, I could just use the protein I got if I run out of space. Now if I run out of space twice, no, that's no good. That's odd. I think I'm gonna have to clean out my D-pad. I don't remember this happening last time I streamed. And I also asked, I'll just use the elevator. think it's this one. Yeah, this feels correct. Or not. Maybe it was the 9th. Yeah, it might have been the 9th. No, this doesn't look like the right way, but I'll check it anyway. Yeah, I think I've been here. Oh yeah, absolutely have. No, I'll just look it up. Ah, 5th. It was the 5th, not the 8th. Well, that was where I already was, of course. Or was it go to the 5th to get the card key? I just skipped over that, hold on. Let's probably go to the 5th to get the key card. Ah, 7th. Yeah, so I was right at the start. It was near the 8th floor. I just checked the wrong one again. Is it this one? Yes, it was this one. Oh, I might as well do it right now, actually. I'll put Blastoise in front. I think Blastoise has a nice type move. Okay, let's see. Yes, it does have Ice Beam. That's gonna be useful against a lot of team members, actually. No, it's neutral against this one, but this Gyarados have high special. I think Gyarados does have. Oh no, it's high physical, isn't it? I don't know. I don't think Ice Beam is gonna do a lot. Yeah. Let me check out Bite. Okay, also not a lot, but it is going to do. Oh! Okay, no, we're fine. Then hopefully we're gonna level up and learn Skull Bash. No, not yet. Alright, look at it. What should? It's probably going to be Bite. It's probably going to be Bite that I replace with Skull Bash. Ooh, Alakazam. I am going to switch here. Oh, that was a really good roll for them. Did a lot more than I was expecting. Oh yeah, we're gonna forget Bite. No Venusaur. So I am gonna let Popsicle go down. If Venusaur wants me to go down. I don't think Venusaur wants me to go down. Okay, there it is. I am going to go back into Blastoise, which could be a bad play, but Venusaur is already pretty damaged, so... yeah, that worked out well. Now Giovanni is also hopefully going to be a breeze, because still have Blastoise, still have Dugtrio, still have Executor. Do I still have Executor? I do still have Executor. Executor doesn't have grass moves, but Psychic could still be useful against the Needles. How many ice beams I got? 6, that's fine. 6 should be more than enough for Giovanni. Oh, you got more Pokemon. I guess we'll try out Skullbash. Skullbash doesn't raise defense in Gen 1, does it? No matter. We're just checking to see what it does. Ooh, is Psychic going to kill me? No. Okay, against Marowak, I'm gonna switch to Nidoqueen. Mostly because I don't want Blastoise to get killed. Also because I want to see what moves she actually has. Okay. Now, do I still have, by any chance, any healing items? I do not. So, let me try and think. Yeah, I think we start with Blastoise. I think that's fine. No, actually I should have gone to Executor. Oh, it'll have to do. Okay, not that bad. Genghis Khan. that one I am going to switch. Which does mean that whenever I do go back to Blastoise, either Executor has to go down or Blastoise has to go down. So let's try and make the most out of Executor. I should not have done that. That was a bit of a misplay on my part. Rhyhorn. We'll go for Psychic. That Psychic really is overpowered in this gen, huh? I knew it was, but that feels like more than I expected, and also more than I remembered. I guess I am going to let Executor sum up the XP. Okay, so let's get that matchable so we can get out of here. Let me also get the Lapras, even if I'm not going to use it. Now I'm looking at the time and maybe we will have time to go to Gym 7 after all. Maybe not defeat Gym 7, because the level jump is starting to get a little bit high. At least get to Gym 7, like go through the Pokémon Mansion. At least that I think we can do. Now let me save, because I haven't saved since the beginning of stream. And let's do that Psychic Gem. You know, I am gonna put Snorlax in front. I'm gonna try and get Snorlax some more EXP. Yeah, I already know this. Why did I go read this? I guess the bit of force of habit from the first playthrough. Oh, is this going to be all psychic types, or are there any shenanigans? Where there's like, I know there might be some ghost types. I think I remember some ghost types. Oh, that one. I said not gonna do here. Okay, I'll see how much damage I can do. Okay, so yeah, those badges aren't boosting. That's probably because it was growing me. I don't actually know how the badge boost is affected by the negative stat stuff. Here are the ghost types, yeah. So, switch to Dark Trail? Probably switch to Dark Trail. Excuse me. Yeah, there it is, failsafe. Had a little bit of a wank there. Why is the Snorlax called Popsicle? The Snorlax is called Popsicle because I actually froze it when I caught it, so... And failsafe is called failsafe because I caught it to be a failsafe for the electric gym. Yeah, my nicknames are very stupid. Yeah. Although maybe failsafe needs a new nickname, because it's not being a failsafe now, it's being like a main part of the team. But I think failsafe's still funnier. Another ghost, yeah, I'm gonna put it in front. Okay. I need to get another ground type move. I don't actually remember where the Earthquake TM is. I know you get the Fisher one from Giovanni. Is the Earthquake in Pokémon Mansion or is it in the Victory Road? I should go check. Although, in Gen 1, Dig is basically a better Earthquake. Well, sort of. I suppose it depends. Oh, it's in Silph Co. Hello, I'm not going back there right now. Maybe I've already picked it up. Doesn't matter. But Dig and Earthquake do deal the same amount of damage. It's just that dig these 2 turns. It maybe would help to have another ground type move. Hold on. Yeah. I think it would help. After we beat this gym, I'll go back the TM. And I could check if I have it right now. It's 26. I do not have 26. Let's see. No, I should swap out. Oh, sorry about that. Let's just check my messages. Let's see how Skullbash deals against Slowbro. Oh, not bad. No, it's not gonna be good. Or... oh, it was a critical. I wonder if I can get critical hits easily with Skullbash. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I just got lucky. No, Special is still very bulky. Oh well. I'll find ways to deal with Slowbro until the week. Well, we're here, and we're not that well, actually. I should go heal. There is absolutely no reason why I shouldn't go heal. And yet I'm not going to heal. Could I roll it right off the bat? Okay. Oh, so that was useless. You know what, I suppose I could rest. Or let it go down, whichever comes first. Okay, now, in case of emergency, if I have to switch out, I've got a Pokémon with health. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Let's see what Executor has to do. If we can get through until Alakazam without having to use another one of my guys, then this Executor is really going to be a mainstay. It's really going to be needing a nickname. You know what? I want ideas. Give me nicknames for his guitar. Because otherwise I'm probably just gonna name it something stupid like Baldy Nose Hair. No, actually I could name it that. No. No. Ooh, Herma. Unlucky that you're weak to me. I'm also weak to you, sort of. But... Ooh, you survived. Oh, that I did not expect. But of course you used the Hyper Potion, because why wouldn't you? Ah. You messed up. You didn't check my typing. No, actually you did check. Everything was probe neutral, wasn't it? Gen 1 AI is confusing. I mean, if you wanna spam recover, be my guest. I am not going to stop you. If only you did this with someone that could actually kill you. Is that like the only psychic type move you know, or are you just getting really unlucky with your rolls? Oh, that... Unlucky. You're shocked. How? Can't you like see the future? Because it's full of other items. Because why wouldn't it be full of other items? Mike, the protein, please. Let's go heal again, and we should try and get to the Pokémon Mansion at least. I don't actually know if I ended up picking up Fly. Even if I did end up picking Fly, I don't think I have anyone. Do I have anyone that can learn Fly? Let me go check. Need to deposit. I'll deposit Sancho, even if I am going to need it. You know, I am sure that I'm gonna need a flyer. Is Pidgey the only fire I have? Because I'm pretty sure this is a Chansey. So I think Pidgey is my only flyer. Now let me see here. I'm gonna deposit that stupid TM, and I'm gonna deposit the Master Ball. Now let me see. I did not pick up Fly. So I go here and need to deposit Popsicle, and I need to re-withdraw Sandshrew. Okay, let's go get Fly. Just because the other option is a bit time consuming, which is going through the Silph Co mile, or just going through the cave, and even then, it's not that I wouldn't mind. I'm pretty sure that is what I did in Pokemon Red. But again, time consuming, and we're trying to get to Gym 7 while we still have time on this stream, so... Wouldn't it be just really funny if Pidgey can't learn Fly? Let's... Yes, I do need to go here. Mike, the surfboard, please. I am going to skip over unneeded battles as much as I can. But I was not expecting to be able to skip that guy. And I'm surprised and honestly really thankful that we didn't get a Tentacool. No, I say that, then when I have to get out of here, I'm just gonna get Tentacles like every tile. Well, these things happen sometimes, so... Yeah, let's... get the correct one back. Sorry, Pidgey. That was like the one and only time I'm gonna use you, probably. Now let's save, just to be safe. And let's check out the mansion. Yeah, I was thinking there was gonna be something wrong with my game if I didn't get an encounter here. Okay, now that's the Pokemon game I remember. Gen 1. Words. Okay, now that is getting stupid. I really jinxed myself talking about Tentacle, huh? Does this close me out here? No. I will say I don't actually remember the path, so I'm pretty sure I don't have to come up here. Did I accidentally do the right thing? I don't actually remember. I don't think I did. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to... Oh no, maybe I did do the right thing. No, I did not. Or did? No, I have to go one more. Oh, don't I? You know, I should really memorize this for when I play yellow. No, that's the other one I need. You know what? I'll just... Ooh, Vulpix. Vulpix looks very cute in this art style. That is something I'll give to the Gen 1 sprites. They do make a lot of Pokemon cuter than they are. Like Ponyta is another one of them. But then the rest of them are just nightmare fuel. Like, there is no in-between with this gen. It's like, you're either nightmare fuel, or you're relatively cute. Or if you're Japanese and playing on the original red and green, just nightmare fuel. Just all the way through. I do have to do this one, yeah. Then it's the one closest. Already? Okay, then I'm just gonna skip that and go for the key. Because otherwise I'm not gonna expect for anything. Just gonna pick them all up to drop them again. And honestly, that's no good. No, I'm looking at that Vulpix sprite. I think it's the smaller eyes. The smaller eyes and the larger body. I think that's what makes it cuter than modern Vulpix in my opinion. It's like this version of Vulpix, like that sprite, was made with a pre-evolution in mind. Then Vulpix never got one, and when the design was like soft reboot, not necessarily rebooted, but finalized for the artwork, they just tweaked the design a bit, I suppose, to work without the pre-evolution. And some people might think, oh, but wasn't Vulpix only gonna get a pre-evolution in the beta for Gold and Silver? And the answer is no. Because if you actually look at the back sprites from beta Red and Green that were leaked many years ago, well, not many, but maybe it is many. When were they leaked? Like 2020? I don't remember, but like most people think that there were whole designs that were leaked. No, it was just back sprites that were leaked. And that back sprite, one of the back sprites there, is from the pre-evolution to Vulpix that was then later reused in Gold and Silver's beta until it ultimately got scrapped. So it's like, it's interesting to see that, and it's not the only one. There were multiple Pokemon that were scrapped from Red and Green that they then attempted to bring back for Gold and Silver and recut them again. It's a very interesting thing to see what little information we have about the development cycle of these games. But the little information we have is pretty cool information. Maybe one day we'll get like some actual design reveals, like old concept art or things like those. But I doubt that will happen, because I've had, ever since those designs were leaked, I've had that like feeling that every so often, like every couple of games, they try to reuse old concepts, and I think them revealing those old concepts maybe would make them not want to try and reuse them. I don't know. That sort of feels like what's happening. There was like that week from Gen 7 that they were supposed to get a flying type evolution, but they scrapped it because it was too similar to fan designs. So who knows? What level am I at? Hold on. You know, I really should fight against these guys, because otherwise I'm not gonna get, like, their EXP is just gonna be lost forever. But if I do fight them, I don't need to do the final gym today. I can take my time here in this one. Okay, maybe not too much time. We are coming up on 3:30, so I do have time to go a bit later, but only by 15 minutes. Yeah, I think we can only go 15 more minutes. Not a whole lot of time. We're still a bit far from getting back to the 2-hour plus streams, but it's a start. It all depends on if I am able to move my schedule around more. Any moves? No, no new moves. Was that a speed die? The Dark Trio and Ninetales speed die. Yeah, I'm just gonna fight the guys. Okay. Wait, hold on. I need to change the stream title because we're not doing Gym 6 anymore. Now that's more like it. Hell yeah. I do find it interesting that this little segment does have 2 guys here. And I don't know, was there a machine in the last one that I just didn't see? There might have been. No, I'm really surprised that I'm being able to get by just using Slash. Which is good, because I'm saving PP for Blaine, but I do still have Blastoise in the back for Blaine. And Slash is bound to run out of PP soon, yeah, so... Not only that, I am starting to run out of health, so... Is this a trainer that talks about Moltres? I think it is. Let's see his end dialogue. Yeah, it is the guy that talks about Moltres. It is interesting though, because I am pretty sure that that whole thing about being lost in the mountains and then being saved by a bear, I'm pretty sure they moved it to Articuno's Dex entry. Or maybe it is in both? No, but it is interesting that both Articuno and Moltres are known for saving people that are lost in mountains. At least I think Articuno also has that. I'm actually gonna go look at it quick. Yeah, it's straight up the Dex entry in this game. But it's specifically an ice mountain, sorry. Moltres is just a regular mountain guy. I guess that's the distinction? Then what kind of mountains does Zapdos show up in? Mountains of electricity? Like the Zapdos show up in Chargestone Cave? Is that it? Oh, you have to quick attack. Was not expecting that. Okay, so let's fight against the guy. You know what? I think we might have time. Oh, excuse me. I think we might have time to do Giovanni as well. But if we get through Giovanni's gym rather quickly, like we skip a couple of the gym trainers, you know, I don't care if I'm like 5 minutes late to what I have to do next. I'm gonna beat Giovanni this stream as well. Wouldn't it be really funny if I reached that gym and just don't have one of the gym badges? Wouldn't it be funny? I don't have space, do I? Yeah, I'll come back for your TM later. But I will make space to get Fisher, because I don't know what happens if you don't have space for Fisher when Giovanni leaves. So let me get rid of that one, and I'm not gonna be needing you anytime soon. I'm also not gonna be needing you anytime soon. I'm gonna be needing you when I need to get Blaine's TM, but that can wait. I don't think I need any fire type moves right now. Okay, but time is key. I do have to be really fast at getting back up to Viridian City. Let's try and aim for 10 minutes. Even that is pushing it a bit. So let's try and aim for 10 minutes. It's not every tile, but they are getting pretty annoying compared to the way down. I just had to talk, didn't I? I do need to heal, because I did not heal. Now I need to find the fast way through Giovanni's gym. Obviously I could fight everyone for the XP, but if I do want to fight Giovanni today, while I still have time, I think we're gonna have to skip a couple of trainers. So let me walk around. I think I have to push one of the guys that's up here down to unblock it. And then I have the fast path. Honestly, I'm not really sure if there even is a fast path, but I suppose we'll see. Yeah, have to push this guy down. So can you deal with fighting types? Like so? Now how good's your slash? Good. Or can you do it again? Like, quickly. Okay. And that one was a crit. Okay. Not half bad. And thank you for raising my attack. But if I do get a crit, that's not gonna matter, so... yeah. That's the issue with the bad boost switch in general on. It does raise your stats, but you're using a really fast Pokemon that gets crits basically all the time, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's a lot of EXP I'm missing out on, but... I'll have to compensate... I could have just walked. I have to compensate by training in the victory roll later. And I do mean a lot of training. Really? Right off the bat, just... Guard special. Just guard special, even though... probably something to do with, like, evasiveness, if I had to take a guess. Now, can you deal with a Dark Trio? Oh, I guess you do. Because it means it could have dealt with me if it had Dig, which I'm pretty sure it didn't. Oh, okay, no. That makes more sense. I know that trio is a slightly higher level, but it is going... It's having a far better performance than I expected it to, I'll be honest. Like, it is a good Pokemon, but it is slightly frail. So I'm happy because I like using that drill. Mike, did you close down the gift shop on your way out? Thank you, Mike. And we are right on time. Actually, it's 3:44. Oh yeah, that is right on the money. Like that was my goal for beating this gym. So yeah, this is where I'm gonna leave this stream off. I don't know what if I'm going to be streaming Friday. It's a lot of Friday Minecraft streams I've been skipping out on. So if I'm not filming Minecraft, I might actually just... Because I'm pretty sure I am going to need just a grinding stream for levels before I do the Elite Four, so... But I will at least attempt the Elite Four next time, so... Let me save again, just because why not? And that is going to be where I leave off the stream for today, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!